Good morning, students. In the last lecture, we have studied about pollination, then types of pollination. There are two main types of the pollination found in nature. That pollinations are known as self-pollination and cross-pollination. But in the nature, plant prepares a cross-pollination and tries to avoid the self-pollination. All of you knowing, there are number of flowers are found in the nature. They are showing the different morphological character. That is, a flower may be a unisexual or may be bisexual. In unisexual flower, there is always a possibility of always cross pollination. But in case of a bisexual flower, male and female reproductive organ bonds on in one and the same flower. In such flower also, plant tries to carry out cross pollination and tries to avoid the self pollination. Now, the special mechanism which are found in the plant to discourage or to avoid self pollination and to carry out or to promote cross pollination. Now, this promotion for the cross pollination is for genetic diversity. Is for a genetic diversity. Now, genetic diversity is variations in genetic material. Now, this is necessary for evolution by natural selection. Now, due to the cross pollination, genetic diversity takes place, and genetic diversity helps for, or genetic diversity is essential for evolution, by a natural selection. Now the plant prepares cross pollination and discourages the self pollination. Now this promotion of the cross pollination is necessary for genetic diversity, and genetic diversity is essential for the evolution by natural selection. Now, there are number of flowers in which, or plants in which cross pollination takes place, and for this to carry out or to promote cross pollination, different devices are developed by the plant in their flower. That one are also known as the contrivances for cross pollination. Now this we are going to study different contrivances of the cross pollination, or different devices, breeding devices produced by plant for cross pollination. Now this one, first one is the unisexuality. Now unisexuality, all of you know it. In the flower, male and female reproductive organs are produced. That flower is known as a bisexual flower. But in some plants, flower produces either male or female reproductive organ only. Such flowers are known as the unisexual flower, and condition is known as unisexuality. For example, in case of plants like maize, castor, etc. Male and female flowers are born on same plant body. This is known as monoecious condition. Plant body is known as which condition? Is known as a monoecious condition. Now, monoecious, where male and female flowers are born on the same plant body, that condition is known as a monoecious condition. For example, in case of castor and male and female flowers are born on the same plant body, to avoid self pollination and to promote a cross pollination. Then next type of unisexuality, that is in some plants male and female flowers. male and female flowers, male and female flowers are born on a different plant body, born on a different plant body known as a male plant and female plant. Now for example, in case of papaya, male and female flowers are born on two different plant body. That plants are known as a male plant and female plant. Now this condition is known as a dioecious. This condition is known as a dioecious condition. This condition is known as a dioecious condition. It means that when male and female flowers are born on two different plant body, that condition is known as a dioecious. For example, papaya. Now this is to avoid self-pollination and to carry out a cross-pollination. Now to avoid self-pollination, plant have developed a device known as a unisexuality. In unisexuality, monoecious and dioecious conditions are found which avoid self-pollination and carry out the cross-pollination. Now it prepares the cross-pollination. Now next type of outbreeding device which are found frequently in the plant, that one is known as a dichogamy. That one is known as a dichogamy. This one is the first. Now second one is a dichogamy. Now when in a bisexual flower, maturation period of androecium and gynoecium is different. When in a bisexual flower, maturation period of androecium and gynoecium is known as a dichogamy. That is, androecium and gynoecium of the same flower does not mature at the same time. Such condition is known as a dichogamy. It means that there is a different time of maturation period. In case of bisexual flower, that condition is known as a dichogamy. Now there are different types of dichogamy in flower. All of you knowing there are two types of the male and there are two types of the reproductive organs are found known as androecium and gynoecium. Now on the basis of this, there are two types of the dichogamy. First one is a protandry. Now protandry, when androecium matures earlier, that is earlier than gynoecium is known as protandry. When androecium, that is the male reproductive organ of the flower, matures earlier than the gynoecium is known as protandry. For example, a disflorate of sunflower. In which androecium matures earlier than the gynoecium. It means that self-pollination is not possible. As androecium mature and stigma is not ready to receive the pollen grain of the same flower, of this condition is known as a protandry, and the flower is known as a protandrous flower. For example, disflorate of sunflower. Thus it avoids self-pollination and carry out a cross-pollination. Now next one is a protogamy. Next type is, that is, this one is A, this one is a B, protogamy. Protogamy means reverse process, that is when gynoecium of a bisexual flower matures earlier, that is before then androsium is known as protogyne. That is a gynosium, female reproductive organ of the flower, matures earlier than the male reproductive organ, that is androsium. This condition is known as a protogyne. Thus it avoids the self pollination. That is the gynosium, the stigma of the gynosium is ready to receive the pollen grain, but androsium, male reproductive organ, is not ready to transfer the pollen grain. It means that it prepares or promotes the cross pollination and avoid the self pollination. For example of this one is gloriosa, mycelia, etc. are the examples of protogyne. Now these are the protogyne. Now there is a special type of devices found in case of dichogamy. That one is known as prepotency. Now in case of prepotency, the pollen grains of other flower germinates rapidly. Pollen grains of other flower germinates rapidly on the stigma than the pollen grains of the same flower. This is known as prepotency. Pollen grains of the other flower matures rapidly on the stigma of a flower than the pollen grains of the same flower. This is known as prepotency. For example of prepotency is apple. In this way we have studied a dichogamy. One of the important contrivances or devices produced by plant to promote cross pollination and to discourage self pollination. Now next type of outbreeding device which we are going to study is a heterostyly. That is the third one is a heterostyly. Hetero means different. When the length of the style is different in a bisexual flower, then that condition is known as heterostyly. Now on the basis of heterostyly, three different types of the flowers are found in the nature, which flower shows morphologically different character. For example, in this flower, suppose this is a flower in which this one is a stigma, style, and this one is a ovary. Now in this flower, this one is a style, and here this one is a anther. This one is a anther with a filament. Now the style is elongated. Stigma lies away from the anther. Thus it creates a distance barrier in between the stigma and anther to avoid self pollination and to promote the cross pollination. In the other type of flower, suppose this one is a stigma and this one are anther. In this case also, filaments of the anther are elongated and style is short. So here is also distance barrier in between the anther and the stigma to avoid or to discourage self pollination and to carry out a cross pollination. But in some flowers of the primula plant, the male anther and stigma lies at the same level. In such case, there is a possibility of self pollination. Now in this one is a long styled flower. This one is a short styled flower, and this one is a flower with showing the same length of style and filament. In this way, in case of a primula or in case of a primrose, there is a distance barrier in between the male and female reproductive organ to avoid self pollination and to promote a cross pollination. This is one of the contrivances for the self pollination. For example of this one is a primula, or you may call it a prime rose. you may call it as a prime rose, is example of a heterostyle in which length of the style is different. Now next contrivances for the cross pollination is known as hercogamy. Now this is a special mechanism in which there is also distance barrier in between the male and female reproductive organ, to avoid or to discourage self-pollination and to promote cross pollination. Example of hercogamy is a calotropis. In Marathi we are calling it as a rui. Now here, in case of a calotropis plant, the stigma of the flower is pentangular like this, somewhat like the stigma of the flower is pentangular like this, and the pollen sacs or pollen. Now this one is a pentangular stigma. This one is a pentangular stigma, and this one is a anther, or you have pollen sac here. Now pollen sac lies below the pentangular stigma, so it cannot prepare a self pollination, and it promotes the cross pollination. Thus, this is the best example of hercogamy known as a calotropis, in which there is a distance barrier in between the male and female reproductive organ. The stigma of this plant is pentangular, and below the stigma the pollen sac containing pollen grains are present, which avoids self pollination and promotes the cross pollination. This is known as hercogamy. Now next type of contrivances for the cross pollination is known as self sterility. This one is very, very important. Self sterility. Now this one is a physiological outbreeding devices or contrivances for the cross pollination, in which pollen grains of the same flower, unable to germinate on the stigma of the same flower due to some physiological activities. The pollen grains of the same flower unable to germinate on the stigma of the same flower. This is known as self-sterility. Now, a self-sterility is found in case of tobacco. The next one is a thea and orchid. In case of plants like tobacco, thea and orchid, the self-sterility is found. Self-sterility means pollen grains of the same flower unable to germinate on the stigma of the same flower. This is known as a self-sterility. Thus, we have studied contrivances for the outbreeding devices for the cross pollination. These are 5 types of the outbreeding devices found in the nature. That one is unisexuality. Then next one is dichogamy, heterostyle, hercogamy, and self-sterility are the different types of. Now, next beat, we are going to study next beat from the same chapter, that is the pollen pistil interactions. Now, pollen means a pollen grain. Pistil means a gynosium. It means that there is an interaction between male and female reproductive organ. This we are going to study detail under the head known as the pollen pistil interactions. Now, this is a male and female reproductive organ during pollination and fertilization process shows the different interactions or different biochemical changes takes place in this way. This we are going to study under the head known as the pollen pistil interaction. Now question is, what is meant by pollen pistil interactions? Now pollen pistil interaction, all the events from deposition of pollen that is the pollen grains on the stigma to the entry of pollen tube in the ovule. All these events in the ovule, referred as pollen pistil interactions. Pollen pistil interaction. What are pollen pistil interaction? One must know the meaning and definition of this. Now all the events from deposition of pollen on the stigma. Now deposition of pollen on the stigma. Now this one is a stigma with the style and ovary. Now pollen grains are released out from the anther and transfer on the receptive stigma. This is known as a pollination. And when pollen grain transfer on the stigma, that one is the deposition of pollen grain on the stigma. All the events from deposition of pollen grain on the stigma to the entry of pollen tube. Now when male gametophyte develops, then it produces a structure. That structure is known as a pollen tube. Now the pollen tube travels through the style and enters into the ovary and then into the ovule. Now this entry of pollen tube in the ovule, all these events referred or known as the pollen pistil interaction. सर्व events ला काय म्हणणार आपण? Pollen pistil interaction. Now pollen pistil interaction. This interaction starts from pollination. Pollination and ends at fertilization. Now pollen pistil interaction कधी start होईल? At the time of pollination, and it ends when a fertilization process is completed. Then next one is in the pollen pistil interactions, the stigma of the flower recognizes the definite type of pollen grain, and then it inhibit or promote the pollen germination on the stigma. Thus, a stigma of the flower able to identify or recognize a type of pollen grain, then it allows promotion of the pollen grain for germination, or it may be discourage the germination of the pollen grain. Now, thus a stigma identifies or recognizes the definite type of pollen grain, then it allows to germinate on the stigma. It allows to germinate the pollen grain. This is known as a pollen pistil interaction. Now, next one is we are going to study in the nature. Plant prepares a cross pollination. This is we have studied in contrivances or outbreeding devices for the pollination. Plant prepares a cross pollination and avoids or discourages the self pollination. But in an cross pollination, when pollen grain transfer on the receptive stigma, there is no guarantee of this. The pollen grain which it transfer on the receptive stigma is of the right type, or it is of the specific type. So sometimes this pollen grain may be of a wrong type. And when a wrong type of pollen grain deposits on the receptive stigma during the cross pollination, the stigma of the flower reject the development of a pollen grain or reject the germination of the pollen grain on the stigma. Keep it in mind, during cross pollination there is no guarantee. The transferred stigma is of a wanted or unwanted type. wrong or right type. Sometimes wrong type of pollen grain may be transferred on the stigma, but stigma of the flower recognize the correct type of pollen grain. And when the pollen grain deposits on the stigma during cross pollination is of wrong type, then the stigma avoids or discourages or inhibits the germination of pollen grain by certain chemical which are produced in the stigma of the flower. Thus, wrong type of pollen grain unable to germinate on the stigma of the flower. But when pollen grain is of right type, then the pollen grain germinates on the receptive stigma, and it put up a structure. That structure is known as a pollen tube. Now the stigma recognizes pollen grain with the help of a certain specific type of protein. In the stigma, there is the presence of a specific type of protein. With the help of that protein, the stigma recognizes or identifies the pollen grain, whether it is a wrong type or right type. If the pollen grain is of right type, then the pollen grain germinates and put up a structure. That structure is known as a pollen tube. Now that pollen tube transfers through the style. Now that transfer of pollen tube from stigma up to the female reproductive organ is by certain chemical which are produced in the female reproductive organ. That one is known as chemicals which are produced in the female reproductive organ, and due to having attraction between the male and female reproductive organ, the pollen tube travels from stigma up to the female gamete. Now, during transfer of this pollen tube travels through the style, then it enters into the ovary and it enters into the ovule through one of the synergy. When it enters into the synergy, then from synergy it absorbs the content and finally burst open in the ovule, releasing its content. Thus, the interactions or events which takes place from deposition of pollen grain up to the fertilization process are known as the pollen pistil interaction, and this takes place with the help of certain proteins and chemical, and these include the pollen deposition, germination of pollen grain, then transfer of pollen grain male gametes through the pollen tube, then entry of pollen tube into the ovule through one of the synergy. From synergy it absorbs mucilage, it bursts open, releasing its content, and this transfer of pollen tube from stigma up to the ovule is due to some chemical produced in the female reproductive organ or in the female reproductive parts of the plant. Now, in this way, entry of the pollen tube takes place, and finally it results into the fertilization process. Now, the germination of pollen grain on the stigma is accelerated by the addition of boric acid. And it is promoted by a sucrose solution. In this way, pollen pistil interactions which are found in a flowering plant. Now these are the different ways in which pollen pistil interactions are found. In this, main is that stigma of the flower is able to identify wrong or right pollen grain. If the pollen grain is of wrong type, then stigma refuses the germination of such pollen grain. And if the pollen grain is of right type, then a stigma allow or promote the germination of such pollen grain. Then it put up a structure known as a pollen tube, and then it passes through the xylem canal and enters into the ovule, and then it bursts open, releasing its content. Now this one is known as a pollen pistil interaction, which is very, very important.